I didn't think that Coliseum would get full. When you guys have the first early shots of people coming out, so they get halfway.
Rick Dickert is up over this on Sky Fox, Rick.
Yeah, we're waiting just like everybody else for the players to come through the Coliseum here and come down the purple stairs. It looks like there is some movement there. So once they make the move, we will show it. They'll come down on the court, and away we go. But the crowd is very well behaved. They're excited, Steve. And again, all the streets around the Coliseum, including Figueroa, all the way back up to the Staples Center, still very crowded with people who want to celebrate this championship, even though they weren't able to make it into the Coliseum here. But you can see all the photographer activity there, and it appears that that's where the players are. They're getting ready to come in.
Rick, we're going to show you a shot here. Apparently some fans who weren't able to get in are... they've been tearing down the fence. I don't know if you can see the fence in the picture there right now.
I see it. I do see it, yeah. We heard about this similar situation earlier this morning as well.
I think Suzanne is there right now. Suzanne, what are you saying?
Yep. Hey, Steve. A lot of people have walked over here, basically running here from the parade. And what's happened is they're not allowed to go inside of the Coliseum. So what they're doing is basically gathering around here. They're right next to the front of the Coliseum where the Lakers entered, so the crowd's really worked up. And what they did is they broke down that fence back there. If you look from, up there where they're standing, that's basically the ticket counters. Now, to the left, you can see some of the gates. What they're doing is leaning up against the gates, and when you look inside of the gates, you can see the masses of crowds that are inside the Coliseum. Now, if we look to the right, you can see people running the other direction as well. So you wonder where they're going, because it seems like the crowd is kind of going back and forth. There are a lot of police officers inside of the stadium as well as outside, and I think right now you can hear a helicopter going around. It's circling the crowd to see what's going on. They're assessing the situation, but we haven't seen any violence yet. Just a lot of people, breaking down a fence, which the fence that's down right now, I can see people trying to climb over it. So I haven't seen any violence between people, but the fact that they're breaking down things and trying to climb over the fence,
well, this is not a good thing, Suzanne, because there's so many thousands of people who were along the parade route. Apparently, a lot of them are down there now.
Yeah, and what worries me is the people standing on top of that structure, because you wonder if it could collapse.
Yeah.
The more people that get up there, it doesn't look... I mean, the Coliseum's been around here for decades. It's not like it was built last year.
Is the police presence pretty heavy there?
I'm going to walk over the fence because a lot of the officers are on the other side. Actually, I see several SWAT officers inside of the Coliseum, and they seem calm because they're not on this side where we are. The police helicopters overhead seem to just be checking out what's going on. You can see this guy getting a little crazy right here with the staff. He's trying to go through the other side. And these are security staff. They aren't armed, so...
Yeah. Now we're seeing, people are getting a little angry here.
Yeah, that, and then people watching this go down, other people are starting to, yell and cheer them on, so you just hope
and these people
doesn't spread.
They can't get in. The gates are closed. Nobody else is going into the Coliseum.
Exactly. What they basically did, and this is something to consider maybe next time around for the parade, is that they follow this parade, they get all of their adrenaline up, and then they end up here at the Coliseum, and they just stand around. They can't come in. There's nowhere to go.
Well, it's okay if they stand around, but you hope they're not a little, I don't think a lot of people are liquored up, because otherwise it would be a different situation. All right, Suzanne, we're going to leave this part of the story and go to this. The players coming into the Coliseum. This is a remarkable moment. You've got 80, 90,000, 75,000, we don't know how many in the Coliseum. And the endorphins are kicked in. Jeff Michael?
Yes.
We can hear you. Go ahead, Jeff.
Oh, I didn't know, guys. You know, I think that they brought this crowd in as early as they did to make sure that by almost 1 o'clock, they'd almost be too worn out to cause any problems. That's the case, but they are not too worn out to be ecstatic. They didn't really want to hear from the elected officials. They wanted to hear from the Lakers. Finally, they're getting what they want. Look at these guys.
Coliseum.
Wow.
Look at the players, too.
That's the actual Staples floor, right?
And there's the actual trophy.
217 pieces of wood reassembled at the LA Coliseum.
They're pretty comfortable on that floor, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you what, they've never danced like they're dancing now.
I don't think they've ever enjoyed those 217 pieces like they are now.
Hey, and take a look at the armband there that you see on Vujicic. We all have different color armbands. Mine is some sort of green. Of course, the Lakers get purple.
You know, when Randy Newman wrote the song I Love L.A.,
I was just going to say, it was never for the celebratory nature that it's being
it was a
used.
sarcastic song. It is truly
That was the protest song in a way.
Yes, it truly is making somewhat fun of L.A. It has become the song of victory. There's no question.
The opposite of what he intended, probably.
The irony is gone.
But we want to introduce you to the 2009 World Champion Los Angeles Lakers.
Joel Myers, the TV voice of the Lakers.
Steph, you're used to this. I love you. You never get used to this. This is one of the best scenes I've ever witnessed in my life. We need to do this every June.
Stu Lance standing beside him as he is the broadcaster.
This film.
And the best fans.
It's wrestling.
Want to introduce the players, the staff, and why don't we do the staff before, save the players, and let's